Speaker, the same problem has also affected our Weso Fund. Most of the groups which benefited from this fund, especially around 8 years ago, before some of us came to the seat, most of them unwound the groups and they never refunded the same. So you find we have a lot of problem getting the revolving fund moving forward. So, Honorable Speaker, I would wish the young generation to be also very positive on these funds and make sure that they are also disciplined when it comes to funding, refunding
Very well,
the same.
Engineer,
Thank you.
You've made your point. Chair Housing? As we conclude, and finally, Millie is the last one to speak on this, and we'll rest the matter.
Thank you, Speaker.
We'll move to the next order.
I also wish
I've
to weigh in
given
on
sufficient time for members. Proceed.
Thank you, Speaker. I would also wish to weigh in on this particular matter, Speaker, knowing even very well that we have passed that age limit of youth. But we normally carry along our youths in our constituencies, Mr. Speaker. And sometimes the biggest problem that we have in our constituencies, in our villages, in our counties, is a question of unemployment, and especially unemployment to youths who never finished university, who never went to colleges, where the only opportunity they have is either to be recruited to the police, KDF, prisons, etc., Mr. Speaker, and you know how limited those opportunities are. This program, Mr. Speaker, comes in a long way to assist our youths who are unemployed, our youths who are within that average age, and those are the most vibrant youths, Mr. Speaker. And we have tried so many things in this country, Mr. Speaker. We have tried WESO, we've tried even the empowerment that is ongoing currently, and so many others. But I think this one is the most supreme. We have even tried the Hustler Fund, Mr. Speaker, where most of the people sometimes when they get that money, they throw away the SIM card and disappear with the money. But I think this one will go a long way because it is a good substantive amount of money that will help our youth to join business, to do business, and prosper in life, Mr. Speaker. I support in totality.
Lastly,
and we ask our youth
Millie,
to enroll.
Allow me to close it there. As a moderator, I think we have given it enough time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, may I take this opportunity to add my voice in appreciating that program as a very good program. Mr. Speaker, I'd actually initiated a similar program in my constituency called My Time, which is called the Mbita Youth Training, Innovation, Mentorship, and Entrepreneurship Program. The only difference is NYOTA has more money than I do have. And so it will actually go a long way in achieving the objectives that I had for my youth. Mr. Speaker, one of the things I like about it is the component of training of young people and acknowledging the fact, Mr. Speaker, that we have very many young people who have finished their high school, and some even have gone up to university, and do not have jobs. So for a lot of the young people, in the past we have relied on formal employment, but we must learn that now the way the economy is going, that we'll be relying a lot more on self-employment by the youth. I think one of the things that this program needs to really focus on very strongly is the issue of monitoring, so that there is, so that the youth can get back, not only get back because again it's a grant, but that the money is not wasted. 50,000 may sound very little to some of us, but to a young person, 50,000 is a lot of money. And if it is not used very well, my deputy here is telling me there will be, some of them will use it on Jaba. And I wrote yesterday that there is a song in the Luo community, Jatum Chamo Jaba Nendo. The musician swallows Jaba and sleeps. There's a musician who is crying, the wife has left him, and the only thing he can take is Jaba. Mr. Speaker, if we don't train our youth so that they know that this is their future, then it might go the same way that the other funds have gone. How I wish that the other funds could be consolidated, other initiatives could be consolidated into this, especially the ones that affect the youth. And how I wish, too, that would give priority to young women, because there's a presumption that when you say youth, that youth is male. We don't usually think that there are youth that are also women. But also I wish that we could do something similar again for women, so that it's not only loans, but that we also enhance the grant for our women, because a lot of times people struggle between whether you should be giving, if you have money for business and you have a child who is at home who is not able to go to school, do you pay the school fees or do you do business? But otherwise, this is a really good initiative, and I thank Honorable Alice, who is also my classmate in Daystar University. So we've become young at heart again. We are doing very well, doing our PhD in leadership and governance, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, and I do support this initiative.
We go back to statements, and the last one is from the Honorable Wader.
Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 43.1, I rise to make a general statement on a perceived imbalance in the treatment of Lamu East constituency, which for far long has been left out of the national picture. Lamu East remains relegated to the margins, denied visibility, opportunities, and even the basic presence of State Department, while the neighboring Lamu West continue to receive preferential share of official visit, parliamentary delegation, and government services. Honorable Speaker, this sustained negligence is not just a matter of oversight. It is a point at a deeper failure to uphold the principle of equity enshrined in our Constitution. Of a greater concern is that even committee of this House time and again preferred to undertake its activity in Lamu West, leaving out Lamu East. In addition, all state departments and government offices are stationed in Lamu West, excluding residents of Lamu East from direct access to any government services and development opportunities. The concentration of this presence and activity in one part of the county has created a sense of exclusion and unequal treatment among the people of Lamu East. It is my view that the resulting imbalance between Lamu East and Lamu West runs contrary to the constitutional obligation of fairness and equitable development across all regions. Honorable Speaker, as a House, we have a duty to ensure that the constituencies represented in this House should not feel sidelined. I also urge the Executive, the Judiciary, Independent Commission, and the State Corporate to give equal attention to Lamu East in their visit, program, and service delivery. I further implore that Parliament lead this House itself to set the pace by ensuring its committees, delegation, deliberately extend their work to Lamu East, reaffirming the principle of inclusion and national cohesion. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.